Welcome back to the pregame show. It is time for the Broadcasters Roundtable. Dave Peck joined to my left by Newport Gulls field reporter Aram Lee, and to my right by the voice of the Plymouth Pilgrims, Quinn Kelly. Aram, we'll start with you. It was a 14-9 loss in yesterday's game versus North Adams. Newport had 9 runs on 11 hits. The offense wasn't really the problem. What did you see from them yesterday?
Well, the thing is with the Gulls, 9 runs, you think you can win a lot of ball games when you're scoring 9 runs, but the Gulls have struggled with their pitching towards the bottom of the league in terms of runs allowed per game. As we've said, they're the top in the league with scoring. They have to just play a complete game. They've gotten a little unlucky with infield hits here and there, but for the most part, they got to play a complete game, execute pitches, and if they can hold the opponents to 5 runs or under, they have a good shot to win almost every ball game.
Dalton Reed, Cole Austin, and Cody Hosey all with 3 home runs so far this season, all tied for first in the NECBL in home runs. What have you seen from those guys, and how important has the long ball been for their success?
Well, those guys seem to be feeding off each other almost. If one guy's not hitting, the other one picks up for them. The middle of the order, like you said, has been doing all of the damage. The long ball's been huge. We've seen 2-out situations where they really need to come up big with a run and they'll drive it out, and that seems to be coming up big for the Newport Gulls.
Yeah, you mentioned 2-out hitting, and right now Newport is atop the NECBL in that category. Dalton Reed especially has been so clutch. When you have 2 outs, runners in scoring position, it's just so important, and Newport has been able to plate runners so far this season.
Absolutely. 2-out hitting is how you win ball games. That's the one thing that could set you apart from average teams, is that 2-out execution, and the Gulls have been doing a great job, as you've said.
All right, Quinn, we'll toss it over to you. A 3-2 Plymouth team coming off a loss on Saturday night. They have a 1.67 earned run average, their pitching staff does. What's been working so well for them this year?
Well, just a lot of strikes. They're keeping it in the zone. We've got a lot of speed throughout the pitching staff, top to bottom. There's a lot of guys who are throwing in the 90s, and I think they've taken advantage of hitters here early, not getting adjusted, a couple, maybe a month off from live pitching, and just finding the zone, staying in it, and working it well. And the off-speed stuff's been great, top and down.
The Pilgrims have not given up a home run this year. Newport has 9. That's first in team home runs in the entire NECBL. How do they keep that number to 0 tonight?
Well, it's tough to do here in Cardines, for sure. We were talking with Cam Junker, who's getting the start tonight for the Pilgrims, and he's wary of that short center field. But really, it's just keep the ball down, make it difficult for them. And don't hang any breaking balls, and just try your best to make sure they have to work for those homers.
So if pitching has been the most successful spot, the Achilles heel has been the hitting. 201 average, that's 11th in the NECBL. What are they going to have to do to try and get that number up?
I think it's got to work counts. They've been really aggressive, and that strategy can pay off when you're getting a lot of contact. But the last couple games, it's been about 1 for 24-ish from the 5 through 9 hitters in the Pilgrims lineup. So they got to find more production in the bottom of the order and see if they can get some more competitive at bats down there.
Who's been a guy that's impressed you the most so far this season?
Well, I guess I'd have to point to 2. One, Tyler Wyatt has been great coming back in here. Struggled in his first season with the Pilgrims last year, but this year he's been on fire. He's been hitting the cover off the ball. And then Willie Holmes, he's been doing a great job offensively and defensively. He's had 3 multi-hit games so far, and he's looked really smooth at short, playing out of his natural position there. So
should be a good game. First installment of the Gulls and the Pilgrims this season. For the voice of the Plymouth Pilgrims, Quinn Kelly, and Newport Gulls field reporter Aram Lee, and I'm Dave Peck. Don't go anywhere. The Newport Gulls pregame show continues next right here on the NECBL Broadcast Network.